Gotta put it on the wax. Real soldiers, way out the on the battlefield. Life is a journey and I'm gonna chart it. The sky is the limit. Get a youth free.
Okay, so we're back, and I just wanted to quickly show you guys how I actually put the baffles in with the silicone. As you guys can see, I went ahead and did one over here, and it came out really good. It's a little sloppy looking right now, but I'm gonna go through with a razor blade and I'll document how I do that to make it look real nice and clean. But the silicone worked great. One little minor issue. I actually used that one pack of silicone on that one baffle itself. I didn't want to use the silicone on the baffle, I wanted to use enough, I'm trying to say. You know, I didn't want to use it and then all of a sudden I have leaks in it, so I used it on both sides of the pieces, going down, across, and back up. I used as much as I could without going crazy overboard, and basically almost ran out. So I decided to go get some more, which is right here. First things first, you're able to cut any size hole that you need on the extension needle. I call it the, you know, whatever you want to call it, the little needle here. I found out that the further down you go, the wider the hole gets, and that's easier. I like it like that, so more comes out, and the stuff is really thick, so it helps you out with when you put it on the glass or the acrylic pieces. But real quick, just want to show you what you want to have is a wet rag. Let me get up here. Go to the spot where you want to have your baffles, and as you guys can see, I have my marks, which is right there. So I'm just gonna wipe right here, just to make sure that this area is pretty much free of any kind of dust or debris or anything. It probably won't be perfect, but you can try to catch my drift on that. I have a dry rag, which is right here. I'm just gonna wipe it dry, just real quick. Nothing crazy, just, you know, just want to kind of get anything that you can out of the way. Alright, so now I have my baffle, and I put it in. Let's see if I can get it in there right. Gotta get it in there lined up, right where that's at. You guys can see, that's my mark, that's my baffle. Now, what I'm going to try to do is try to even it up as much as possible to make it look straight as possible. I'm not really worried about it being off a little bit by, you know, putting a measurement or any type of balancing tool on to make sure it's straight and level. I'm kind of using my eye on this and my judgment. Like I said, these are baffles, you know what I'm saying? So my main thing is, you know, once I get the silicone on the baffle, you know, I better have the spot that I want it in, and it should be okay. So let me play with it a little bit more, see if I got the, that looks about right. I'll keep it there. So now with the silicone, let's see if I can put this on camera for you guys. Let's see if I can actually put this camera. Let's see if I can put it somewhere so you guys can see a little bit of what I'm doing. Oh well, I'll just hold it. Alright, so what I'm going to do is basically start at the bottom here. And what you want to do is just continue just one little bead straight up. And your baffle will move a little bit. Don't worry about it. Just, you know, once it moves a little bit, just kind of set it back. Now what I'll usually do, and you guys are probably thinking to me like I'm crazy, I like to take my finger and actually rub it against the corners to make sure that it gets in where I need it to get in. Just wipe it up. Take any excess, go back down, and do it again. straight up. Now, I'll do that on that side, and the other side all the way around until I have everything perfectly silicone blocked off. What you guys want to make sure is that you get in there really good. If you have enough, I plan on, make sure you have enough silicone to do the job. I haven't heard that too much silicone won't work, but you just want to make sure you get it to where it's no leaks in the baffles and that everything is completely sealed off. Alright, so the next time you see this sump, all the acrylic baffles should be in, and we'll start on our next project on it. Alright, guys, have any questions, hit me up, and y'all be easy. Peace. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy moneymarkj back with another video, and we are back here in the backyard. I'm gonna show you guys the backyard real quick. I did cut it. I even edged that thing, but the rain came and made the grass grow real fast again, so I'll be out here probably next week cutting it again. But anyway, back to the 55 gallon. So I got the baffles in. Okay, you guys can see baffles are in. I do apologize about that little glare streak. It's really bright and sunny out here, and so the baffles are in, and I just want to do a leak test on the baffles to see how good of a job I did. And I know in my last video I said I was going to cut around the acrylic and the silicone to make it look cleaner, but I started thinking, I was like, man, this is a sump. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and, try to make it look perfect, so I just want to try to get it set up to see if it holds any water. So let's do the first stage first. Let's cut on the water and see if it holds, alright? Let's walk over here to the water spigot. Let's turn that water on. So we got our water running right here. Make sure, what you want to do is make sure that you do a really nice clean job. Don't let it fall all over the place. Don't let the water go in all different chambers. You guys can see right here, I'm letting it, there we go, and I'm letting it go in, and what I'm looking for is any leaks in that area, right down there and above. The silicone's been drying for like 2 days. I wanted to make sure that it had enough ample time to dry, to cure, so that no leaks possible in each chamber or baffle. Alright, so far so good. Man, I swear to God, guys, it's like 200 degrees out here, so you guys know I love this hobby. If I'm out here, I'm already sweating. I've been out here for a couple of seconds. I'm not gonna lie, a couple of minutes, 2 minutes and 35 seconds, the camera says. Alright, so you guys can see, it's almost full, and I think I'm gonna stop it right about there. Let's get it out. Let's go turn off the water. Alright, so let's see if we can see any leaks or any cracks. You guys see anything over there? I see nothing. Let's take a slow look. Let's see if we can go over on this side. See if I can zoom in a little bit. Well, I can't zoom in while recording. Oh well. Oh well. So it looks like this chamber is holding pretty good. No leaks. Let me put my hand in there and see if I can feel anything. Just like I like it. It's super dry. Well, I shouldn't say it like that. That's a bad way to put it. But yeah, the baffles are dry. I like my baffles and my silicone dry. Anyway, that's holding. I'm really happy with that. So let's keep that there for a little while. Alright, so since we got that first chamber filled up with water,
let's go ahead and do the return section, fill that up, and see how that holds. All right, so let's walk back over here to the spigot, yeah, spigot, yeah. This heat has me singing crazy songs. Excuse me. So as you guys can see, we got the water filling up here. And guys, I'm really happy with this sump, how it came out. I mean, you know, using silicone to set up these baffles was you know, a really easy job, as you guys saw. The way how I set my baffles up, of course, with my fingers, excuse me, it was a, you know, real sticky situation, but besides that, man, it's mad easy. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't require you to be a brain surgeon. Just, I would say, just use extra silicone. Don't be, you know, shy and try to be nice and cute by using a little bit. Yo, glop it on there. The more the better. You know what I mean? So as this is filling up, I'll let it get a little higher, just to make sure that this is holding. And we'll stop it right there. Let's turn my water off so my water bill isn't sky high. Gotta be cost efficient these days, you know what I mean? We are still in a recession. So, let's see if we see any leaks. I don't see any. That's a good sign. Let's look over here. Don't see any leaks. Let me check it out. Nothing. Baffles are good and sturdy. And let's take a little dive, see what happens. Yeah, I'm just showing out a little bit. Underwater camera, it's great. So let's go back over here and see our first chamber, see if it's still leak free. And it is solid, leak free. I'm happy. All right, so let me drain this water back out. Let me drain all the water out. As you guys can see, the both chambers filled with water. I do have a little issue, or might be a problem, and I messed up. I think I messed up anyway. I was dealing with so many acrylic pieces that I lost track of the ones that I had. I forgot, you know, the measurements that I really wanted them. And what I actually wanted was this baffle to be 11.5 inches tall, and for this baffle to be like 10.5 inches tall. So it can be a little bit shorter, so the water can easily flow over and fall. But both baffles are the same height. Now, I don't think that will be that big of an issue. It might be. I don't think so. Worst case scenario, what I'll do is I'll either, one, take the baffle out, get it cut down like an inch, inch and a half lower, put the baffle back in. That's one option. Or two, get some type of tool to where I can drill some teeth in here. I don't know which option I'm gonna do yet. I'm probably gonna wait to see how the whole thing is set up with water. What I'll do is I'll make a test. I'll put a return pump in that section, and I'll have the water going around, and I'll see how it works. If it's a problem, if the water is rising too high and not really falling over how I want it to, then I'll change it. But if not, if it works fine, I'll just leave it, okay? So let me drain this water out, and I'll come back and we'll fill up the Refugium section. Alright? Peace. So as you guys can see, that the middle chamber, which is the Refugium section, is full of water, and I've had it sitting out here for a while. My neighbor started cutting the grass around 4 in the afternoon. It's about 200 degrees out here. So since he was cutting the grass, I decided to let the water sit, because I didn't want to try to over talk the lawnmower. But No leaks, guys. No leaks at all. Very happy. Guys, if you're into building your own sump, you guys saw me get the silicone. I highly recommend it. Works very good. Let me step back a little bit so you guys can see it. The Refugium section is fully filled with water and siliconed off. So my next step to this 55-gallon sump is, I have two options, okay? One, since you guys see the tempered glass do not drill sign, I know that the tempered glass is usually, not always, but usually the bottom glass. I am not sure if this tank has tempered glass all the way around every piece, or if it's just the bottom. Okay, now I know I've been reading a lot. I've been trying to research online. I've been reading a lot of forums and a lot of comments that people have been, you know, saying about tempered glass, and they say that you can tell if a glass is tempered by getting some Polaroid sunglasses and having an LCD screen through the glass. I am not gonna go out and buy some Polaroid sunglasses and do all this stuff. That's just me. Call me lazy, I don't know. I just don't feel the urge of going out and buying Polaroid sunglasses and then doing all this stuff. So what I've done so far was I've called a glass shop, and we'll take a trip out there tomorrow. I called a glass shop in the area, and I've asked them if they can tell me if the glass in the back is tempered or not. You know, I'll take a little break from work, I'll drive up there, we'll take the tank up there, we'll see if the glass is actually tempered or not. And if the glass is tempered all the way around, I will be forced to use a submersible pump. I don't like submersible pumps for one reason, and one reason only. They just take up space inside your sump or filtration system. I've had one on my 150 before. I mean, they work, don't get me wrong. But since I've had an external pump, I've noticed that I have more room to put things in my sump, or more room just in my sump. So if the glass is tempered all the way around, I will be forced to use a submersible pump. If the glass is not tempered, on this back panel right here, you see my hand right back here, there will be a hole right here for the external pump that I have on my 55-gallon. But anyway, you know, I gotta do what I gotta do. You know, I hope the glass isn't tempered, and like I said in my video before, you cannot drill tempered glass. It will not work. I don't care how good you are, how good you think you are, it will not work. And if somebody out there can drill tempered glass, get in contact with me, holla at me. You know what I mean? But that's the options that I have right now. So the next scene you guys will see is us driving to the glass shop and them looking at the tank and telling us if it's tempered or not. Alright, so you guys be good. The 55 gallons coming along really nice. The Sump Refugiums. I can't wait to get it set up. Next, after I get this 55-gallon set up and on its way, we're gonna work on the stand. Alright, so you guys be patient with me. Thank you for being patient. Thank you for all the new subscribers. Holla at me. Y'all be good.
Never you deny the truth.